All
right, Jonas, this was your trivia, so you get to announce the winners.
So I gotta say the answers or no?
You will.
Say who won first, and then we'll go through the answers.
All right, the first winner we have is Jeb Bloxham.
Who is it? Yeah.
Yeah. And winner two.
The winner two is DeQuandre Taylor.
Oh my gosh! I told you shouldn't play. Anyways, all right. Congrats to our winners. You won some road back gear. All right, Jonas. So we're going to go through. You're going to read the question, and then you're going to give the answer. So go through the questions for us.
Right now?
Yep, right now.
All right, the first question was, what instrument does Jonas play? And the answer was piano. I actually played piano for 2 years when I was younger. My mom kind of made me take it, and then I just never really lost it. I can still play the piano pretty well. What sport does Jonas enjoy playing besides football? It's basketball, because basketball is my favorite sport and is the best sport. Who is Jonas's favorite artist? It is Gunna. I don't know if everybody knows who that is, but we'll just keep pushing. How many siblings does Jonas have? I have 6, 5 brothers and 1 sister.
Your poor sister.
No, she loves it.
I'm just kidding.
Kind of.
Kind of.
What other country did Jonas go to school in? Germany. All my family lives in Germany, and I did a semester there one summer when I was in middle school, I believe. So, yeah, that was a cool experience.
Awesome. Well, there you go. A little bit about Jonas outside of being the athlete.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to hop into the interview portion of the show now. Hopefully, we ask you some questions that you don't know, like you don't know about Jonas. So some things you'll find out about him. Hopefully, like outside of who he is as an athlete. Obviously, some things will pertain to who he is as an athlete because that's a big part of his identity. But hopefully, you learn a little bit more about him tonight. So you want to kick it off?
I'll go first.
All right.
All right. So Jonas, you just said it. You have a lot of siblings, and you're really close with all of them. Who has been your biggest inspiration throughout your career? Because I have a lot of siblings. Well, I have 7 siblings, 6 brothers, 1 sister. So who has been your biggest inspiration?
I guess I would say my biggest inspiration when I was younger was my oldest brother, just because I kind of got to see him go through a lot of things that I wanted to go through when I was older. So growing up, it was kind of seeing him go through that journey was inspiring. My mom was definitely an inspiration, just seeing the way she was able to kind of take care of the family and just, have a selfless nature about herself where it didn't matter how she felt. She was always willing to, put her feelings aside to make sure everybody else was doing well. So, I wanted to emulate that a lot myself. Right. And then, I would say those 2 are the main 2. But also just, every day, just all my siblings together, just, no matter, how angry one of them could be at the other, it was just my family, like, never really held grudges. Like, the next day, it was as if nothing happened. So it was like a new day every day. So those are all things that, even though they didn't directly go to sports as much, I think it was just inspiring for me just growing up as a person, just and shaping who I am.
Right.
I'm going to follow up with that actually a little bit. You were talking about just having, 6 siblings, a lot of brothers and a little sister. Can you talk a little bit about like what it was like growing up with having 6 siblings and like maybe share a little story? It can be funny. It can be happy, sad, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a lot of fun. It's a lot of chaos. So, it depends on what type of person you are. But, I enjoyed it a lot. We have so many stories. It's hard to even pick one.
Well, your one brother, Nick, is here. He's actually helping you out and filming a little bit. He's brought all this nice equipment. Share a story that you have with Nick since he's in the room.
I would say...
Uh-oh, he's laughing, Nick.
Nick is over there shaking his head like, oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Well, I mean, I guess one thing you should know about, like, all of us is, like, we love to joke on each other and we love to just, like, I don't know, give each other a hard time. Even though, like, one person might be getting, like, they might be upset about it, but it's, like, everything's going to be forgotten by the next day. But I remember, so there's this one picture we have in our house. I think my mom framed it, actually. And, like, it was a really cool thing that Nick had done. He had gotten the 8th grade leadership award at the end of middle school. Like, it was a cool achievement. But the picture that my mom took of him at my house was probably the goofiest picture of Nick holding up this award I had ever seen.
Yeah,
we got to see that after the show.
I'm not going to lie.
He said no.
He's going to take that out of there.
That picture still comes up to this day. because it is such.
Is
a
it
funny
still in the
picture.
house somewhere?
Oh, somewhere. I bet you if I called my little brother right now, he would pick up in 5 seconds and be able to find that picture in less than a
Oh
minute.
my
So,
gosh.
Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah,
show
we
the
got to
world.
see that.
We don't want to show the world.
Sorry, Nick.
We'll spare you today, Nick. Another one? Or my turn?
Yep.
All right. So you were recruited big in high school. Had a lot of offers, obviously. Talk about your recruiting process. What made you pick UVA over the other schools? And then did you always want to play home? Did you always have an idea that you wanted to play home?
Now my recruiting process was definitely interesting. I think at first, I was kind of had the idea of, I wanted to play basketball, and then, obviously football really picked up for me my junior year, but I didn't always want to play at home. I had a couple different dream schools that I kind of wanted to go to, but we had a lot of stuff going on with our family, and just it felt right for me to kind of be able to stay close and still be able to go home a lot. And also on top of that, I could also still get to see my younger brothers grow up and get to go to their sporting events, which I've been able to do a lot since I've been here. So
exactly,
I think it all worked out in itself for the good.
Hold on. So what made you pick basketball over football then?
Other way around. Football.
Football over basketball. Yeah.
I just felt like, the way basketball is going, like it's just so many different limitations. Like it seemed like you gotta be 6'5" now at least to play guard. So it's like, I don't know. I always had more fun playing basketball, but I felt like my chances of being like playing professional was always better for football.
Gotcha.
But I don't know. It was really tough. Like, because I just didn't really want to give up basketball. I just always enjoyed it more.
And I remember seeing you on the news all the time for basketball. Jonas Sanker slams it, or like
hero.
whatever it is. Like,
hometown hero.
Jonas was really, really good at basketball. For those of you out there, like he was really, really good. He could have done either one probably. So
I joked with Sam earlier before the show and told her that you had a lot of shoulder surgeries and now you can barely put your arms over your head. So basketball wouldn't work out now.
Shoot.
I feel you with my right one. My right one. Because you've had what, 2 labrum surgeries?
I've had 3 surgeries. I had one my 10th grade year from high school injury, and I basically messed it up even worse because I didn't want to get surgery, so I just kept playing football and basketball. Then I had one my first year of college, and then another one that I hurt before my second year, and also didn't get surgery until after I finished playing.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
probably made it worse for myself, but
yeah, I feel you. The process when I went through it with my right, like how many anchors do you have in your shoulder? Do you know?
I don't know the exact number, but
I got like 9 or 10 in my right one.
Oh no,
and
it's
jacked
crazy
up. I can't throw the same anymore with the right arm. It's a good thing I didn't play softball, because if I had played softball, there's no way I'd be good at the sport anymore. But I actually, now playing basketball, if I try to overhead pass it, so the other day, and Taylor and Olivia, who are sitting over here, can attest to seeing me do this. We were practicing the press break, and I had to come up and catch the ball, and like I had to make the decision on who to pass it to next up the court. And so we had someone streaking up the sideline, someone cutting across like towards half court, and the person up the sideline was taken away. So I looked mid-court at Alexia Smith, and I tried to throw it, and as soon as I went back and I released it, it like died. The pass died on the way getting there. Like it just, picture like if somebody shot something and it just like, that's what the ball did.
All the stuff you're talking about, I know all about
like,
it.
It was embarrassing. As soon as I let it go, I looked at Coach Mox, because she's standing to the right of me, and I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. I can't make that pass. Like, I physically can't do that.
Better become a real good chess passer.
Everything I have to do is like down here now, but that's all right. You learn, you live and you learn, right? So we were talking about you played other sports too. So you played basketball, but you also like soccer. And when you were over in Germany, I heard that the basketball rims were actually not regulation height. A little birdie told me, and you just like enjoyed dunking on people all the time. Can you talk about what that experience was like, just playing sports over in a different country?
Nah, they were regulation. They just looked a little smaller, but they were regulation. Nah, it was cool. I mean, it was fun because obviously, like, the kids there didn't really play basketball. All they cared about was soccer, which is, I mean, I didn't like love soccer. It was kind of just like while we were there, that's like the big thing for them. So it's like, you might as well pick it up.
Okay.
But yeah, that's really all I got for that.
Well, so were you good at soccer? There's my follow-up question. Were you good at soccer? Like, was that something you actually could have like kept doing, or were you just like, eh?
All right, if I'm being honest,
Was it like your third sport?
if I'm being honest,
tell us if he's lying.
if I dropped football or basketball and made soccer like my thing,
Is that true? Okay. Your
Nah,
brother
let
said
me-
it's
What
true.
were you?
Nah,
Were
I
you
don't
good
know
at
that. I don't
scoring?
know.
Were you good at scoring or like defense? You don't even know.
I mean, I could score. I was fast. I mean, I had no problem playing defense. I don't know. I didn't really like have one thing I was like crazy good at.
Okay.
I was just well rounded, I guess.
Right.
Just an athlete,
Okay.
just a pure athlete. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing that I heard through somebody that's here that knows you really well is that you used to, or maybe still, I don't know if you still, but you at least used to be a big trading card collector.
Yeah, I did that when I was really little.
And I heard you were like really into it. Like you had a binder, and
Yeah.
you had like lots of cards.
Yeah, I didn't.
Can you
feel
tell
like
us
it
what that
like-
was like?
I didn't feel like that was like that. You making it seem like I was sleeping with the cards, but
It sounded like you were sleeping
Nah.
with the cards.
nah. I mean, I definitely like cards, but I think it was more just, I just love sports so much. So it was just like me finding a way to just, because we weren't allowed to watch too much TV, so I just felt like I knew everything that was going on by just, looking all at that stuff.
So like, what do you do with trading cards? Like I never did that, so I don't even know. What do you do with trading cards?
I mean, really, I would just sort them. Like I would get like all these different cards, like sort them in binders by team.
Wow.
If I got really bored, I would look at all the colleges they went to and sort them by their college team, like stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You were into it.
Wow.
Wow.
Trading card nerd over here, right?
Nah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, all right.
All right, Jonas. So, what do you do on your off time to get away from football?
I'm gonna lie to y'all. I like to read.
Ooh.
It's like, nah. I don't know. If I have all time from football, like I really like to travel. So like I like to kind of just go to places like I haven't been before, whether that's like with family or like with friends or something. I like to play video games. I'm a big 2K guy, so I definitely do that a lot.
Yeah.
Not too much.
You play Fortnite?
Nah, not anymore. I used to play Fortnite a little
Are you
bit.
a COD guy?
Nah, not really. I kind of people
just 2K.
got too advanced for me for that.
Too advanced. Fair enough. All right. You're a big star in the community, right? Like you're local. You're from Charlottesville.
Yeah, I'm local.
You're local. You're native.
You
You're
can
native
just say it like
Charlottesville.
that. You don't gotta say too much.
You're local. I just like the people to know because you meant
You're
a
from
lot
right
to
up
the
the street.
community. You meant a lot to the community. And you like do a lot to give back to it. You're talking about just like how important your family is to you and like how impactful it is for you to like be here and to inspire like these younger kids. Can you talk about the work that you've done locally, like training kids? Like I heard you were training kids in your off season, just trying to like be an impact to them and help them get better, like what that's like and how that's impacted them.
Yeah, I mean, we did I want to say last year, but it might have been more recent than that. But we just basically, my brother had started a business, and I had a lot of time on my hands, so me and some of my other teammates just started running this weekly training session where we would just do like drills, we would do competition stuff. Like at the end of it, like we really just were trying to like do stuff that they would enjoy. Because every time the parents came there, they were like so ready to give us their kids that it was like, wow, they really just need a break from their kids.
Yeah.
Like, so, I mean, we were just really, it was kind of like we were training, but we were also kind of like part-time babysitters, just like doing something fun with the kids. So,
Yeah. Okay. That sounds fun. Do you have one more question?
Yeah, I got one more. But
All right.
if you got it,
No, go ahead.
All right.
I can look up the next one while you're doing that.
All right. So, Jonas, you're going into your senior year. You played a lot of football. What's your most memorable moment in college so far?
my most memorable moment, man, you could have warned me about this one.
Your first play against Duke?
Nah,
No.
most memorable moment. Sheesh. It was this one moment where you remember this. It was my first year, and we was all. It was before fall camp. No, it was during fall camp, I think. And like the coach Mendenhall had made us all get in a mandatory team cold tub. So it was like the cold tub was just packed out with the whole football team in there. Everybody had the little towels on. Like we was all in there, just bored, standing around cold. And then we just had started like a rap battle. Like people was just rapping in there. And like we had some dudes who could like really rap. It was just like, I don't know, it was just cool. Like that being my first experience with like a big team, and like we had so many guys who was funny. So everybody's in there laughing. It was just a good time. I remember that was one of like my favorite moments from my first year. Obviously, there's like the big plays I made and stuff like that, but like I don't even really remember a lot of that stuff. I remember a lot of the stuff like I remember my my roommate my first year, you know, how close we were, like stuff like that more so.
Right.
How deep is y'all's cold tub? Because I've seen videos where your teammates are like jumping in there cannonballing. Like it's got to be deep if they're doing
it's
that.
like what, 5 maybe 5 feet.
Yeah,
it's deeper than ours.
Like if you're
y'all got a big one though. Y'all's is really big. I mean you
we
need
got
it.
We got 120 people on our team. How many y'all got?
We got 14.
Like there you go.
We got 14.
It's probably like 5 feet.
Okay.
You could definitely jump in it without hitting the bottom.
See, that would be what I'd be scared of. That's why I'm like, y'all gotta have a deep cold tub.
Yeah, sometimes they have cannonball challenges.
I've seen the videos.
They swim. They swim across underneath. So
okay.
I would never put my head underwater under that
cold water. Absolutely not. All right. Well, we're actually going to hand this off to the audience now. If you guys have any questions you want to ask Jonas, we're gonna let the floor be yours. And if we don't have any questions, we'll think of some more. But we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to ask anything that you might have thought of during the last portion. So if anybody has a question, feel free to raise their hand. Just speak loudly or stand up or whatever. But the floor is yours if you would like to ask a question. Until then, actually, this one came in. It's for me, though. So I can't ask myself the question. So do you want to ask it?
Ask.
Oh, Todd has a question. Okay.
New opponents like SMU, Cal, Stanford. How do you feel about that, Jonas? You may want to repeat the question.
So the question was, how does Jonas feel about the new additions that are coming into the ACC next year? That includes SMU, Stanford, Cal. I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? Conference realignment.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be cool. I mean, I hope they come to us. I'm not trying to fly all the way out to Cal, but yeah, I mean, it'll
You
be
do
cool.
it for the experience?
Nah,
It's not every day you get to fly to California, Jonas.
literally just fly to California. Though. We're not doing anything for an away game, so
Okay.
I don't know. I would rather. I mean, it'll be cool. I think I never really played those teams before, so I don't really know what to expect the whole time.
All right. I see a hand over there. Do you want to come up here and ask the question? Come on up. Here, Ella.
Should I just give it mine?
Here. Speak right into that mic.
What's your favorite color?
I say my favorite color is blue. Kind of boring.
Blue.
What's your favorite color? Red.
Oh yeah.
I could tell your jacket's really pretty.
Could have guessed that one.
Awesome. Thanks for the question. Anyone else? Okay, Mr. Z's got a question. What's the question, Mr. Z?
Yeah. Nah, so when I was in high school, so I started playing football in 8th grade, and it was 8th and 9th grade I played 11-man, and then 10th and 11th grade I played 8-man. And that actually played a big reason in why I kind of just love basketball so much more, because, you know, 8-man football is kind of just, yeah. I don't really got to explain
that
too much.
question.
No, there's not. It was just really small. They take out the 2 tackles and then take out one of the skill players. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
I should have asked that question. I knew I was going to ask you about.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. I should have
Okay.
asked him about 8-man football. We joke about it a lot with him.
Who is the best player that Jonas has played against
I probably know this
For basketball or football?
for football? I want to know basketball after, actually.
Probably Josh.
Nah, I don't know. Some of the dudes we played our first year was,
Yeah.
I mean, there was Jordan Addison,
Yeah.
the running back for BYU. What's his name again? Algier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the running back the running back for Notre Dame that plays for. He's a starting running back
Yeah.
for the Rams right now.
I don't know.
Williams.
Yeah.
I know Josh Downs is definitely up there. He was a good
I had
player.
beef with that
Kyron.
dude.
Kyron.
I had beef with Kyron.
I
You have
can't
beef
lie
with
though.
Kyron?
Yeah.
Kyron's awesome. We had class together.
The best,
Me and
the
Kyron
best
went
out
at
of
it.
all of them. I played against him, but I didn't have to go against him because he's on defense as well. But Devin Witherspoon might have been up there because
Yeah.
he could do things that a lot of people can't do.
So the best people that I've played with or played against, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, T. Higgins, and Justin Ross. That was like the different type of level. They were
Yeah.
they were on one. I don't know what it was, but they were on a whole nother level.
Nah, I watched it in high school.
Yeah.
I believe you.
So yeah, probably
I
the
saw
best
what happened.
probably the best player I played against is Trevor Lawrence for sure. Just like the type of throws he made, I'm sitting back there like, how? So yeah.
So how about basketball? Who have you gone against that's really good in the basketball world? You wouldn't
this
play
might-
me, so you can't say me. You won't play me one-on-one.
Just so
That's
everybody
alright.
knows,
I'd
if
beat
me
you
and
on
Sam
horse.
play one-on-one, it would be the quickest game of one-on-one.
For you.
No.
I beat
Anyways,
Sam
we're not
Horse.
gonna go into that. But if Antonio beat you on horse, then I'm probably standing under the basket.
When
and
did you
letting
beat
shoot.
me in horse? You haven't beat me in horse.
I didn't beat you on horse.
No, I beat you in horse.
All right.
Don't lie to
Anyway.
the
I don't
audience.
remember that. If I
Don't
took
lie
an
to-
L, I don't remember it. I don't remember L's. I just remember wins. Anyways,
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've played guys who kind of like made their way to college, had a good career, or maybe in the NBA now. But there was one guy I played against in high school, and I played against him in pickup too. But his name was Darius McGee, and he went to Blue Ridge.
yeah, Darius.
And that guy, he was small, like he was like 5'9",
He's
so he
quick.
wasn't really that tall. And I'm not sure if he's in the NBA or not right now. I know he had a great college career, but that dude could, like, he might jump up and just float in the air and try to dunk on your tallest player out of nowhere, or he'll score 50 in the first half. Like, he'll do some crazy stuff.
He was a scorer for sure. I watched him play like in person because Blue Ridge School is like in Greene County.
Yeah, he
So
was
I'd go over
crazy.
there and watch. But they had a really good team back in the day. They still have a good team, but when we were in high school, they were really good.
Yeah,
They like won states every year. I feel like.
they had Darius McGee, Amir Sims, some big name
Amir.
players my 9th grade year. But the year before, I didn't play varsity in 8th grade for basketball. But my 8th grade year, I went and watched them play Blue Ridge, and they had Mamadi that year, and he killed
Yeah,
he killed us.
he's an animal.
He didn't kill me. I wasn't a part of it. I'm not saying I would
You
have made
weren't
a
a part of
difference.
it.
I wouldn't have made a difference, but jeez.
Okay. Does anybody else have a question they want to ask out in the audience?
How many kids do I want? I'd say I think 4 is like a good number, but I would be cool with like 3, but probably stay below 4 because I seen with a lot of kids is like, and
You
me
don't want a
personally,
starting 5?
nah, me personally, I can't go above 4.
Fair enough. I want 2 or 3 too. I agree. Keep it simple. How about you, Antonio? How many kids do you want?
3.
3?
Yeah.
3 is a good number.
I won't go over 3.
Me
I grew
either.
up in a big family, so yeah.
The only problem with 3 is like if you have 2 that are close in age and 1 that's like younger, there's a good chance the 2 that are close are gonna be like closer, and the one's gonna feel a little left out.
Yeah.
Aw.
That's true.
Aw.
Do I want boys or girls? Yeah, I'm cool, whatever. I'm just gonna say that.
I definitely got to have a boy and a girl.
I want both, but probably 2 boys and 2 girls because girls is a lot.
So if I get 2 girls,
Girls is a lot.
I got to pray for that third one.
Like I want a girl. Don't get me wrong. It's just like I know how boys are, so it's like it's gonna be so hard for me because like I'm gonna be too strict on her. Like,
Yeah.
I know how boys are, so
Yeah.
it ain't go. If I have a daughter, it's not gonna be no guys coming to my house ever.
That's
don't
what you
care what
say
it is.
now. Just wait.
Nah, I'm
Just
serious.
wait. You about to
Yeah.
have all girls now that you're saying this out loud.
That's
Yup,
fine. It's gonna be
exactly.
just no guys ever in my house besides me. That's
So
fine.
you'd rather her go over to their house?
She ain't getting a car until she's 21.
21.
Let's just that's down the road. We ain't even gotta talk about that.
All right. Is there any more questions out there for Jonas? Anyone? These are a lot of good questions. You're finding out a lot about him as a person.
We got one more.
Sorry, middle child. Now I got 2 older brothers, and then I got 3 younger brothers and a younger sister. So I guess that's
You're in
kinda
the upper
middle.
half.
Yeah, I'm like the upper half. I don't like to say middle. This is
You
People
kind of are in the middle,
associate-
though.
yeah, but like when people say middle child, they just think badly of you. So I'm in the upper half. I'm gonna say
You and
that.
Nick are both technically like the middle, right? Because you're a year younger than him.
But he has one older than him. And
Oh,
then-
there's one in between y'all.
no.
There's an oldest
So
one.
there's an oldest, which is Kendrick, and then there's
Okay.
Nick is the second oldest.
Oh,
Then
he
Nick-
is older than you.
Yeah,
I thought he was young. So you are older.
that's okay. People made that mistake a lot.
He looks
but
older, but I thought you told me he was younger.
nah,
Okay, all right.
He didn't
Good.
like. He didn't like that.
He
at
didn't
all.
like that one.
I'm sorry, Nick.
He didn't like
You could tell she thought you were older by how shocked she is that you're older than me.
What would you do if you weren't like you didn't play football, like hockey, like career? If you weren't an athlete, what would you do?
If I wasn't an athlete, should I think about being like a financial advisor? I would think about like, could I say like I played college athletics and then just like go on and do something else? So like I would maybe like use the connections I built from college to become like an agent maybe, or I'm not really too into real estate, but I feel like it could be like maybe a cool thing to explore.
You could be a good salesman.
I don't know.
Dang, I'm sorry, Nick. I really thought. I mean, you look older. Anyways, okay.
She's
Are there
lying.
any more questions?
She's so she's really trying to sit here and say that she thought you were older,
I
but
did.
she's so surprised that you're older.
I'm not surprised.
She was
'cause
like,
I
"What? He's
swear,
older?"
you told me you were older.
All right.
Anyways. Are there any other questions for Jonas? No. Okay.
Is this a question for
This
somebody?
is a question from someone online. It's down
For who?
there. It's for me.
Okay.
That's why I was making sure we're done with Jonas's questions.
So this is a question for Sam. As a big time athlete that has created a buzz for girls, women's basketball in the area, how does it feel to positively influence, bring back enthusiasm for your community and UVA women's basketball? Congratulations. Get some.
Who is it
SB.
from? Who said that?
Wait,
William Davis.
is that a question?
Yeah.
It
It was a question.
My
and
bad.
everything
My
else.
bad.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad. I'm gonna stay out of it.
And at the end, it said hashtag get some SB.
Get some. I like that hashtag.
Yeah. But that's from
No.
William Davis.
William Davis. Okay. It means a lot. Initially going out of high school, I obviously left and went far away, went to Notre Dame. But the way life works out, it brought me back home, and just to be back and to play with a really special group of girls. 2 of them are here tonight, and they're here supporting me. And it's just really special to be able to play with them. And just to get back to the community. I've always been big about just trying to give back to the people that loved and supported me throughout my whole career. I stayed in the public school realm, and so just like being able to stay home and stay in small Greene County and just kind of build my career there was special. And Olivia McGee can attest to this too, because she was at Louisa pretty much almost her entire high school time, and so she was another big name locally. And then Kamora Johnson, who went to Stab. Like we all three. Just being able to play together here at UVA is special. Being local girls and knowing what this community has and the love and support that they've given to the 3 of us is just great. So I don't know, just being able to give back and to see that we're inspiring younger girls is just really special. And hopefully, even when the ball stops bouncing, I can continue to just do things that inspire younger girls around the game and just keep giving back, because there's girls that are looking up to me the way that I looked up to like Elena Deladon, who's a star player in the WNBA. So just every generation, there's somebody looking up to you. And so being able to give back and kind of see what you're doing to impact those people is special. That's what I would say.
Nice.
So cool. All right. So there's no more questions for Jonas. This is the last chance. Last chance. Ask him anything you want, as long as it's appropriate. No? All right. Well, if there is not anything else to talk about, we're going to draw names now for these $25 food coupons that we have. We got one more entry. Yeah, get it in. There you go.
He did that, so it was at the
Get
top.
it in there. So, Jonas, you can pass the box over.
Should we mix it up?
Oh, you're gonna mix it up. You're the one
Yeah.
drawing. So
Oh, really?
if people lose, it's on you.
It's your show,
Um,
Jonas.
Oh,
He
damn.
said it's his show. He just knocked my picture off the box.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna shake it actually.
You want
can-
your picture back on there?
No. We're gonna open the box actually. Make sure these are all mixed up. All right. So the winner of our first $25 food coupon is
Regina Carter.
Yeah.
Woo! Congrats. Okay. And then our L's got them. And then our second winner is
That's 1 or 2 coupons.
that's one. It's just a really long thing.
DeQuandre Taylor.
There we go. Congrats to our winners. Oh, we have t-shirts too? How
Oh,
many
yeah.
t-shirts do we have? Okay. All right. For the first t-shirt we have, the winner is
Courtney Banks.
Courtney Banks. All right. For the next t-shirt, the winner is
Oh, man.
just say the first.
Avery.
Avery, are you here?
There she go.
Woo, there she is. Congrats,
Yeah.
Avery.
What's the shirt?
You
say?
can see this man right here, Avery.
What's on the shirt?
Do we still have more? We have a large and a small. Okay. So the next t-shirt winner is
Judy Holder.
congrats, Mrs. Holder. And then this is a small t-shirt we're drawing for last, but if it doesn't fit you, I'm sure somebody else can wear it. The winner is Gregory.
Gregory Holder.
Gregory. Congrats, y'all. Congrats. Awesome. All right. Okay. So it's your turn. Talk about the championship game again.
Oh, yeah. So be sure to stick around for the national championship game, Michigan versus Washington. I think it's starting in a few minutes here.
Yep. Yep.
And then great food and drinks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all being here tonight. Whether you were actually here for the show or not, hopefully you enjoyed it. I learned a little bit about Jonas, and good luck to Jonas and Antonio because they're both playing together.
Yep.
Getting ready for spring ball, probably coming up in a few months, right? Or do you start soon, or do you start later in the spring?
We start the 17th.
The 17th. Okay,
Yeah.
so spring ball's coming up. Good luck with that. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. Thank you to our sponsors, to Timberwood Tap House for having us out here usually every week. Thank you to Rowback for always outfitting us. And we are excited to be back here next week, Monday at 7, right, Todd? The guest is to be determined, but we will be back here next Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. Be there, be square. So we'll see you then.
Thank you.